Rudd wakes up and greets Manisha as she prepares breakfast for them. Rudd offers to help her, but she refuses. This confuses Rudd, but he settles down at the table. In the meantime, Luna also appears at the spot and apologizes for being late, urging that she'll prepare breakfast quickly. However, she gets shocked to see that Manisha has already made breakfast. Manisha also comments on her bedhari, stating that she is not a morning person. Luna, however, keeps apologizing for not being useful even though Rudd saved her. In response, Rudd tells her to stay calm since they're supposed to help each other out. Luna then questions them regarding their insane skill set and how they are so knowledgeable even though they lived in the slums. Rudd tells her that they underwent apprenticeship back when they were kids. At that time, the nobles had organized a program to educate kids in the slums. Owing to their efforts, Rudd and Manisha were able to attend the night school. Rudd then asks Manisha if she needs anything from the town, to which she replies negatively and Rudd leaves. After all this, Manisha reminisces about the time when both of them studied in the Knight Academy. Rudd was considered a prodigy and was expected to become a knight. However, one day, Manisha overhears some people talking about Rudd becoming an adventurer for Manisha's sake and she is holding him back. According to Manisha, her existence closed off many paths that stretched before her brother. As she is lying alone, pondering about all this weird stuff, Luna also appears at the spot and questions her regarding this. Manisha reveals that she was wondering about her past as Luna attempts to cheer her up. She then asks Luna a vague question, urging if someone was wasting their life for her, what would she do? Luna responds by stating that she doesn't know anyone like this, but she believes that doing something like this probably makes that person happier. She also realizes that Manisha is talking about Rudd and urges Manisha to hash this out with Rudd. According to her, Rudd is quite different from others and the only thing that can put her mind to ease is communication. In the meantime, Manisha senses that Rudd is approaching the house and starts fidgeting. After Rudd gets back home, Manisha confronts him regarding this topic. Even though she is scared that Rudd regrets saving her, Luna encourages her. Mustering all her courage, Manisha questions Rudd if he is happy with his life. In response, Rudd replies positively, causing Manisha to ponder how he could express such sentiments. She further confers the reason behind saving her as Rudd reveals that she also saved him back when they were kids. As a kid, Rudd was always huge and other children refused to play with him and avoided him, but Manisha was different. She always loved him and never treated him differently. He further tells Manisha that the time they spend together is the happiest for them. Hearing this, Manisha rushes towards Rudd and hugs him passionately. She also apologizes for thinking this way and assuming things about Rudd. This wholesome moment concludes as both of them express their gratitude towards Luna for encouraging Manisha. Without her, she would have never expressed her thoughts. Hearing all this, Luna gets flattered and rushes towards the kitchen to prepare lunch. With all of this going on, someone knocks at the door. As Rudd opens the door, he gets shocked to see that it is Nin and questions her presence there. She wonders how Kyglis granted her permission to visit him, but Nin clarifies that she's not a member of Hero's party anymore, which further shocks Rudd. She further reveals that they failed to clear labyrinths after Rudd left their party. During their battle against a labyrinth monster, Kyglis and the others were struggling. Their absorbed shields were depleting significantly and Kyglis failed to comprehend the reason behind this. At one point, he regretted leaving Rudd behind, but being the type of person he is, he proceeds to ambush the monster, utilizing his skill Life Burst. This skill further depletes his absorbed shield, but he manages to defeat one monster. In the meantime, some other monsters also spawned there, and now that he cannot use his Life Burst, the monsters absolutely obliterated him. With his comrades' help, they somehow managed to escape, but Kyglis got gravely injured in the process. After all this, Kyglis gets admitted to the hospital where he keeps blaming his comrades for their repeated failures. Nina, however, is tired of all this and retorts to his statement. She asserts that his reckless methods and the fact that he stopped training is the reason behind their failures. Kyglis, on the other hand, is still not accepting his failure, but Nina asserts to him that Rudd was the reason they survived all this time. The reason Kyglis was able to recklessly utilize Life Bursts was owing to Rudd's skill, and his absorbed shield value of 9,999 made him even stronger. Despite these arguments, Kyglis keeps blaming them as Nina and the others decide to leave the party. Hearing all this, Rudd apologizes for what happened as Nina also admits her fault for not realizing his skill. Rudd further states that he's the one to blame since he didn't appraise his skills earlier. With no other option, Nina suggests not dwell on the past. In the meantime, Manisha and Luna also appear at the spot, introducing themselves to Nina. She then reveals that she's planning to stay in this village for a while, which shocks Rudd. This makes Nina wonder if he wants her to leave, but Rudd reassures her that it's not the case. He tells her that there are no inns in this village as Manisha suggests Nina to stay with them. Rudd hesitates a bit since Nina is the daughter of a duke, which makes her a saint. He doesn't want to get in trouble with the church for providing inadequate facilities to a saint. After this, Rudd offers Nina to stay in his room and that he'll sleep in the living room. Hearing this, Nina jokes about them sleeping in the same room, but Rudd urges her to stop this. Nina, however, reveals that she is joking around, which embarrasses both of them. In the meantime, Fee appears at their home, revealing that a mysterious monster has appeared and is ravaging the orchard. Rudd and the others rush towards the orchard only to witness a massive monster with a strong aura around him. With such a thick aura, Rudd cannot comprehend the identity of this monster, but as soon as Nina clears it away, he realizes that it's a wolf. Rudd also comes across Fee's father, who is attempting to subjugate the monster alongside other knights. Rudd uses his provoke skill to attract the monster, while others attempt to weaken it. He manages to tank a massive blow from the monster, allowing others to ambush it, but the monster realizes their tactic and counterattacks. This depletes Rudd's absorb shield since he is using his shield of sacrifice skill. With Luna and Nina healing him, Rudd keeps on tanking the attacks, while others attack the monster. Realizing that it is getting overwhelmed, the monster attempts to leave, but Luna halts its movements. To finish things off, Rudd converts the accumulated damage into an offensive move using his skill and absolutely obliterates the monster. He somewhat destroys the orchard as well in the process and wonders if the villagers would scold him, but much to his surprise, all of them rush towards him, appreciating his efforts. They are glad that they defeated the monster without a single casualty. Now that the misunderstanding between Rudd and Manisha is cleared, I wonder what Rudd will do in the upcoming episodes. I'm also curious about Rudd and Nina's relationship since I'm sure she likes him. Anyways, make sure to like and subscribe, so you don't miss out on anything.